You're born in Camp 14, North Korea. Three-generation punishment. Your grandfather was a party official who defected in 1982. You inherit his crime. Your mother inherited it from her mother. You're born behind electric wire. You'll die behind it. That's the mathematics. Your mother makes military uniforms in the factory. Your father breathes coal dust 12 hours a day. Corn gruel, concrete floors, nothing else. At 8, you watch a man get shot trying to cross the fence. Tuesday afternoon. The guard doesn't shout a warning, just fires. The man falls forward, body draping over the wire. They leave him there. 3 days. Crows come on day 2, required viewing. That's when you see it. The man's hand reaching past the fence. Outside exists. For 9 years, you're invisible. You're 17 now. The coal mine. 12-hour shifts in darkness so complete you forget what your hands look like. Quota, 800 kilograms per day. Miss it, lose rations. Your rations are already nothing. Corn gruel twice, daily. 400 calories if the guards are honest with measurements. They're not. No eye contact with guards, no questions, no slowing down. The man next to you collapses from exhaustion. You keep digging, stop, and you collapse too. The math is simple. Calories in, energy out. You're always in deficit. Hunger makes you stupid. You steal extra rations. Hidden under a loose board in the barracks. Someone reports you. They always do. The punishment is the box. Underground cell. 1 meter by 1 meter. Can't stand. Can't lie flat. 3 days. No food, no light. You drink your own urine on day 2. Yin, when they pull you out, you've lost 4 kilograms. You weigh 52 now. You were 61 at 8. That's when you meet him. Old man, maybe 52. Works the conveyor belt sorting coal. His arms are covered in burn scars. Deep tissue. Keloid ridges running wrist to shoulder. He never talks about them. Everyone knows anyway. Electric fence, he tried 20 years ago. Got close enough to touch the wire. 10,000 volts. Threw him back 3 meters. Guards found him smoking, unconscious. They let him live as a warning. But he's still here. That's what you notice. He tried and he's breathing. Failed, but survived. You do the math. Escape is possible. Surviving escape is possible. The odds are bad, not 0. He catches you staring one day in the meal line. Looks at you for 3 seconds. Looks away. Doesn't say a word. You know he knows what you're thinking. The old man's name is Choi Min-ho. You don't hear it from him. A guard says it once, Choi. Old man, Choi. He teaches you in the mine. Draws maps in coal dust on the conveyor belt. Erases them before guards pass. You memorize everything. Guard shift change. 6 a.m., 2 p.m., 10 p.m., 3 minutes of chaos each time. Head count, handoff, the brief window when no one's watching everything at once. Fence maintenance, 3rd Tuesday of every month. Section 7 goes dark for 40 minutes. Electrical work. They cut power to avoid electrocuting the repair crew. Beyond the fence, 3 kilometers of minefields. Anti-personnel. Soviet era. Then forest. Then 87 kilometers north to the Chinese border. He tells you this over 6 months. A sentence here, a number there. Never in the same place twice. One day you ask him directly, "Why are you helping me?" He looks at his hands. The scar tissue. I was your age when I tried. How far did you get? 400 meters, minefield. Stepped on one, my brother stepped on another. His killed him. Mine just burned. He shows you his arms up close. 3rd-degree burns, healed wrong. Lost my brother. Lost these. Lost 20 years waiting to die. Why tell me this? Because you're going to try anyway. He says it like a fact. Like the quota. Like the fence voltage. I can see it. Everyone can see it. A young guard notices. 23. New. Eager. Sees you and the old man talking too much during meal distribution. Watches you. Takes notes. 3 days later, Choi Min-ho doesn't show up for shift. You find his body in the mine that afternoon. Collapsed tunnel. Crushed under 200 kilograms of rock. The supervisor explains to everyone. Structural failure. Accident. Bad luck. You look at the beams. They're not cracked. The tunnel didn't collapse. Someone collapsed it on him. You inherit his knowledge. The maps are in your head now. The old man gave you the only thing he had left. A way out that killed him for knowing it. By 22, you have a plan. 5 years of observation. Every 3rd Tuesday, mapped. Guard shift changes memorized down to the second. You know which watchtowers have blind spots. Which guards smoke during rounds. You hoard food? 14 days of extra rations. Hidden in a collapsed section of mine shaft. Wrapped in plastic you stole from the garment factory. one extra corn cake per week, 260 weeks to get 14 days of food. The wire cutters take 8 months. Maintenance shed is locked. The window frame is rotted. You work it loose over months, millimeter by millimeter. One night the guard is drunk. You climb through. Take the smallest pair. Nobody notices for weeks. You train by walking the mine tunnels in complete darkness, building night vision, learning to move without sight. Your hands memorize the walls. Your body is failing. You weigh 48 kilograms now. You were 61 at 17. You're disappearing. That's when you meet her. Different work unit. Garment factory, age 26, Park Ji-yeon. She was a school teacher in Pyongyang before her family was purged. Political crime. Her father criticized a policy in a private letter. 3 generations. She's been here 3 years. Short enough to remember trees, long enough to know how this ends. She sees you in the meal line one day, looks at you the way the old man looked at you. She knows. 3 days later, she corners you near the latrines. If you're planning what I think you're planning, take me with you. The math changes instantly. 2 people means twice the food requirement, half the speed, double the risk of getting caught. But she has something you don't. The guard's name you never learn. He's 29, married, has a daughter, 4 years old. He carries a photo in his jacket. Ji-yeon shows it to you. He'll look away, she says. If we pay the right price, proof she has leverage. The bribe is simple. She knows he steals morphine from the clinic, resells it in the village outside camp, takes 3 vials per week, replaces them with saline. Prisoners die in more pain. He makes 40,000 won per month. He agrees to look away during the fence maintenance window. 3rd Tuesday, 10 p.m., Section 7. The price? He wants her first. She agrees before you can speak. You watch her walk to the guard post that night. She's gone for 2 hours. When she comes back, her uniform is buttoned wrong. She doesn't look at you. You don't ask. 3 days before the planned escape, everything breaks. The wire cutters are discovered missing. Inventory check. Someone noticed. Camp-wide assembly. 15,000 prisoners in the yard. 4 a.m. You stand in formation while guards search the barracks. They find nothing. You hid them in the mine. The camp commander announces, someone stole state property. Someone will confess or someone will be chosen. Nobody confesses. They choose an old man, 64 years old. Lee something. You don't know him. He was near the maintenance shed 8 months ago. A guard remembers. That's enough. Public execution, firing squad, 5 guards, rifles loaded, 400 prisoners watching, mandatory attendance. You stand in the 3rd row. The old man kneels, hands tied. He's not crying, too tired to cry. The commander gives the order. 5 shots. The body falls forward. Ji-yeon grabs your wrist, whispers without moving her lips. Don't. If you confess, we both die and he still dies. You stand there, silent, blood pooling in the dirt 10 meters away. You learned something that day. Escape isn't free. It's built on other people's bodies. The old man who taught you the maps. The man executed for your theft. The woman who paid with herself for your chance. Every step toward the fence is bought with someone else's life. 3rd Tuesday, 9:47 p.m. Guard shift change begins. Section 7, fence goes dark. 40 minutes until power returns. You have 3 minutes to cross the open yard, exposed. Visible if anyone turns their head. You and Ji-yeon move during the chaos. Guards shouting head counts. Flashlights sweeping randomly. You reach the fence, wire cutters work. 40 seconds to cut a hole large enough to crawl through. She goes first. You follow. The minefield. You follow the old paths. Disturbed earth where mines detonated years ago. Craters, dead grass. You step only where others stepped before. 400 meters. Same distance Choi Min-ho reached. Ji-yeon steps wrong. Click, she freezes. Pressure-activated mine. Soviet PFM-1. She's standing on it. Lift her foot, it detonates. You have a choice. Leave her and run. She dies, you live, or stay and try to disarm it. Both might die. You dig. 90 minutes on your knees, hands in frozen dirt, feeling for the edges of the mine casing. Your fingernails rip. 2 break off completely. 1 more cracks at the base. Blood makes the dirt muddy. You find the trigger mechanism. Tie wire from the cutters to the pressure plate. Run the wire 30 meters. Tell her to run on 3. 1, 2, 3. You both sprint. You pull the wire. Explosion behind you. Shockwave hits your back. Dirt rains down. Forest. First time you've seen trees in 17 years. Pine. The smell. You forgot what living things smell like. You collapse. Check the damage. Cuts across both palms. Bruises on knees. 3 fingernails missing. Ji Yan's ankle twisted from running. You're outside. 87 kilometers to go. The Chinese border is a river. Tumen River, December. Frozen but not solid enough to walk on. You walk north for 6 days. 87 kilometers through forest. Your 14-day ration runs out on day 4. You eat bark, insects, snow for water. North Korean border guards patrol with dogs. You hear them once. Night of day 3, dogs barking, flashlights cutting through trees. You hide in a frozen creek, submerged to your necks. 3 hours. Hypothermia starts at 90 minutes. You don't move, the dogs pass. Day 5. Ji Yan's feet go numb. Frostbite, black tissue on both small toes. Infection will spread. You use the wire cutters. 2 quick cuts. She bites down on a stick, doesn't scream, can't risk the noise. Day 6, the river. You cross at night. Ice shelf 2 meters from shore. You step on it. Cracks but holds. Ji Yan steps, it breaks, she goes under. Current pulls her 5 meters downstream. You grab her jacket, pull her out. She's not shivering anymore. Hypothermia, stage 2. Her lips are blue. You make it 2 kilometers into China before the patrol finds you. Chinese border police, 3 officers. The one in charge is 34. Speaks Korean. He knows what you are. Camp refugees. Official policy, deportation back to North Korea. You know what that means? Execution. Public. They make examples of escapees. The officer wants a bribe. Money, information, anything. You have nothing. Ji Yan looks at him, looks at you, speaks quietly. I'll stay. Let him go. The officer considers, nods. He takes her to the patrol truck. You stand there. Frozen mud, Chinese soil, free. He comes back 20 minutes later, alone, points north. Go, don't come back. You never see Ji Yan again. That you learn. Escape costs everyone you bring with you. You're 31 now. You rent a studio apartment in Seoul. Gwanak District, 16 square meters, concrete walls, single window facing an alley. South Korea pays defectors 10 million won to resettle, about 8,000 US dollars. You use 3 million for the apartment deposit. The journey from China to South Korea took 3 years. Thailand, missionary network, fake passport, you don't talk about it. You work in a garment factory, assembly line, same work your mother did, same machines, same fluorescent lights, minimum wage, 9,861 per hour. You make 1.6 million won per month. Rent is 500,000. Food, utilities, the rest. You weigh 56 kilograms now. Gained 8 kilograms in 9 years of freedom. Your teeth are still broken. 6 missing, 4 cracked. Dental work costs 2 million won. Money you're saving. For what? You don't know. You can't sleep in the dark. Every light in the apartment stays on at night. Overhead. Desk lamp, bathroom. Electric bill is 80,000 won. Double what it should be. You can't eat in public. Restaurants make you nervous. Too many people. Too much noise. You buy convenience store kimbap and eat alone on your floor. You can't trust anyone. Everyone might be an informant. Old habits. The nightmares come every night. The man executed for your theft. Ji Yan's face going under the ice. The landmine. Click. Choi Min-ho's body under rocks. You tried dating once. A woman from the factory. She asked about the scars on your hands. The missing fingernails that never grew back. You left mid-meal. Haven't spoken to her since. Freedom is a country where you're still a prisoner. Not wire, not guards. Just the space between you and everyone else who was born free. A different kind of cage. You see the news last week. BBC documentary on North Korean prison camps, Camp 14, aerial footage from satellites. The fence, the mine, the factory, everything you remember. They interviewed defectors, other escapees who made it to Seoul. One man catches your attention, age 24, arrived 3 months ago. Same look in his eyes that you see in the mirror. The reporter asks him about the decision. Why risk it? He answers, you can stay and die slowly, or you can try and die quickly. Those exact words. The same equation. The same math you did at 22. You wonder if someone taught him. An old man with burn scars, maybe. Someone who drew maps in coal dust. You wonder if he left someone behind. The reporter asks, was it worth it? He hesitates, looks away. You know the answer he can't say. The documentary shows the numbers. Camp 14 is still operating. 40,000 people inside right now. Children being born there who will never see trees, never taste meat, never ask questions. You could warn them. Tell them escape costs everything you are. But what would you say? Don't become me? They're going to try anyway, because staying is dying too, just slower. The camps don't run on labor, they run on hope. Every prisoner who tries to escape proves that freedom exists somewhere beyond the wire. That's the trap. That's a wrap for today. This story is fiction, but Camp 14 is real. The 40,000 people inside are real. And somewhere in North Korea right now, a 17-year-old is memorizing guard shifts. If this one made you think, drop a comment, subscribe for more.